Can the public services cope with yet another influx when Bulgaria and Romania are entitled to come here next year? Nigel Farage.
Not really, no, and nor should they have to.
The majority are here to claim their benefits, isn't it? They get.
You think the majority here to claim benefits?
Yeah, majority, yeah, definitely.
So you want to see a clampdown?
Big time.
Free movement means free health care. It means free education. It means an open door to the criminal gangs and the modern-day Fagins, who will, of course, benefit from the fact that London is the most successful and wealthy international city in Europe.
Last year, the British press began to warn of a mass influx of Romanian and Bulgarian immigrants set to flood into the UK. On the 1st of January 2014, the immigration restrictions were relaxed for these countries, making it easier for them to work in the UK and across Europe. The press and some politicians warned of hordes of gypsies coming over to steal our jobs and our benefits. Some claimed that up to 30 million immigrants would move to the UK after New Year's Day.
What are your plans today now?
To work. I go on to wash car. It's not my ability, but I want to make money from UK.
A lot of them are returning people. They already work in Britain and they're coming back after a holiday, so they're not people coming here for the first time. We've seen no evidence of people who rushed out and bought tickets.
But 2 weeks after the laws were changed, only 24 Romanians had entered the UK. So why haven't these people arrived yet? Are they ever going to? And are they really who the press say they are? My name is Katie Eason and I want to find out the answers to these questions. In 2008, my father moved to Romania's capital city, Bucharest. I had no idea what the country was like and he didn't either. Our only knowledge of the country was what we had heard in the press, but we were about to be pleasantly surprised.
You came here when I was 15, 14.
14, yeah. 5 years and 4 months ago. Yeah. I have no idea what to expect when I first came here. People were really welcoming. I mean, right from the first weekend we were here, very quickly I came to feel very much at home here.
I grew up near London, and so the only idea myself and my father had of Romania came from what we'd heard in the news. It was a big change and a step into the unknown, but while my dad settled down nicely in Romania, some people don't experience such easy transitions when they move countries. Raluca Parvan moved from Bucharest to London 8 months ago for work.
When I first moved here, I had an intercultural training. That was part of my move. This is something that the company offered to me, and one of the things I do remember the lady told me was when you meet people, they will be very friendly, but the moment you will say you're from Romania, they will be very surprised. What? You're not gypsy? And I got that a few times. Oh, from Romania, really? Like, yes, and I'm not gypsy, and I'm not having my hands in your pockets,
I want to find out why these stereotypes exist, so I travelled across Romania to find out more about the country and to explore the culture. Romania is known for its mountain regions, particularly touristic areas such as Transylvania. Many people from the city use their beautiful surroundings as quick getaways.
During the winter you can ski, but in the summer, hiking, riding the bikes, having a nice lunch in a restaurant and overseeing the mountains. And they are well kept because they are touristic cities. Brașov is one that I like a lot. It's one of my, let's say, cities that I would want to, I think, move to. If I am to move from Bucharest, Brașov would be one, I think, the first choice.
And then Sighișoara, the citadel, which I think is just amazing. I've never seen anything like it. It's almost like a toy town with all the different coloured buildings, but it's just really spectacular.
But while the image of quaint little towns like these might spring to mind when we think of Romania, it also sparks in us an image of a country heavily populated by gypsies. And this is not the case.
You hear what the tabloid press have got to say, and that sticks in your mind. When I first came here, people said to me, what do you know about Romanians, people? And I was honest, and I said, look, you know, if you read the tabloid press in the UK, you're all gypsies or criminals. It's as simple as that. But clearly that's not the case. They're only a minority. But that kind of thing sticks, and they're aware of that, and they desperately want to change that perception.
I think it's a big difference in the press, because they say about us we are gypsies, but it's a totally different race. I don't want to be racist, but the people who sleep on the streets and invade the parks in London and steal and beg, they're not Romanians, they're gypsies. They came from India 1,000 years ago, I think. But they have a Romanian passport, that's the problem.
I do feel frustrated that people judge us all the same. Yeah, there are gypsies in Romania. Yes, there are gypsies in Bulgaria, in Hungary. There are gypsies in all over Europe, and you can't judge a whole country after a bunch of people. I don't know.
In Bucharest, life is quite different from the smaller cities in the mountains. The vibrant capital city's history is still evident in the very walls of the buildings. Scars from the rebellion against President Ceausescu still remain visible. But in place of its dark history, Bucharest now boasts a vibrant atmosphere and signs that this country is developing.
Well, it's full of life. Everything surprises you. You have parks, you have a lot of green around, you have nightlife, you have magazine, shopping area.
So, like I think any other city, you have restaurants, you have theaters, you have cinemas, you have malls. Yes. So these kind of things I enjoyed. The fact that you could go out, you know, and I mean, if you decide to go out, you have something to do.
It's safe. It's not like everybody tells about Romania that we murder, steal or something. It's quite safe.
Bucharest is a city packed with rich history, stunning architecture and a nightlife like any other city. And while it is similar in many ways to other popular European cities, it still maintains a lot of its own traditional culture. In the heart of Bucharest's buzzing nightlife is a club voted the best karaoke bar in the city. Manager Michael has a similar story to mine. He first came to Romania from the UK when his father moved there to work.
The lifestyle here, I like to party, and Romanians, Christ, that's why I thought opening a bar would be the best thing. Even if they have a little money, they will still go out and spend it on partying, having fun. Walking down the street at 6 in the morning, drunk. I've never had a problem here, safe. It's such a safe city. The people are great, you know, they don't bother you if you don't want to be. The Romanians. In the UK, it's not the case. I wouldn't feel that safe every time.
As well as being home to a bustling city, Romania's opportunities to escape don't just lie in bars and clubs and mountain weekend drives. Brașov is a popular spot for adrenaline seekers taking part in extreme sports like paragliding. Leisure activities like this are far cheaper here than in the UK.
3 or 4 years ago, I met a couple of guys who were into horse riding, and they convinced me to go and try it. And it's something I've always fancied doing, but you know, it's just too expensive back in the UK, and here it's really affordable. So that, paragliding, you know, it's all been good.
The leisure activities here provide not only exciting pastimes for the locals, but also business opportunities for keen entrepreneurs. Nicu Stoica is running a stables for a wealthy Romanian businessman. People like him are keen to see their country thrive through business.
Living here, it's the best place to be, because the work is good, because the film industry it's cheaper.
2 years ago I started to work with some of my friends. I started a program, National Horses Program. The main thing that I do is here, because I'm the only one who does this kind of thing in Romania, and I believe in the future of horsemanship in Romania.
During my stay here, it has become obvious by talking to the people who live here, whether they were born here or have come here from other countries like the UK, that Romania is a country cherished by those who call it home. The claims that British politicians, public and press have made that Romanians are desperate to live in our country are seeming less true.
There's not going to be a mad rush like everybody expected. It's just not going to happen because there is so much going for this place.
We are more attached to the land, let's say like this, than other countries.
I wouldn't know what to do because I'm a journalist, and finding a job as a journalist in UK might be very difficult. Even I speak quite well English, I say. But working as a garbage man or taking care of other old people, I'm too old for this, you know. I'm not tempted to do this. I have friends who finished psychology university and they wash cars in Birmingham, I think. So
the economy here is kind of in the doldrums a bit now, but because it's coming from so far behind Western Europe, there's a lot of room to go, and everybody I talk to, particularly expats, will say that if you've got time and effort that you can put into investing in a business here, there's a lot of money to be made.
I want to be more Romanian and I think that I have something to offer in Romania, and this is more important than going abroad just to work.
I guess why, they're thinking to themselves, Romania's progressing, the salaries are slowly but surely getting bigger, why would they leave this country? There's always that joke, about it always raining in the UK. Well, it's pretty true, I guess, most of the time. Here, the weather's amazing. We get snow and sun, it's two extremes, and it's just a great place to stay. Why would you leave here?
I'm going to miss it a lot. I've lived here for 1/10 of my life. It's a big part of my life, and I'm going to miss it, and I'll be back, that's for sure.
Nici de sar, nici de zăvoi, nici de câmpul putricoi, și nu nici de noi, copii la școală.